Have you ever wondered how much sneaker resellers really make, and is it really worth it? Well, I'm here today to tell you how much you can expect to make as a sneaker reseller. Let's talk about it. Now, to keep it simple, we only gonna assume that you only are picking up weekend releases. The few areas we'll take a look at is the average profit margin, the average amount of releases per month, the average amount of shoes that a reseller would get per release. Lastly, the expenses that's associated with reselling gym shoes. So the first thing we'll look at is the average profit that you make per shoe. We can start with the low end. So on a low end, you can expect to make at least $40 per shoe. A recent shoe that released that's about that $40 range would be the Jordan 1 OG High Hollands. Now this shoe retail for $170. In my state, after taxes is about $185, but you can pretty much sell these for about 220 or so bucks. Now on the high end, you can expect to make about $100+ on the shoe release. So one of the shoes that will fall into that category was a 2020 release of the Jordan 1 OG High Light Smoke Gray. Now the Light Smoke Gray retail for $170 in men's sizes. In my state, the tax brought it up to $185. Now at $185, you were easily able to sell these shoes for around $300. So if you do the math, that's about $115 over the retail plus tax price. Now sometimes you have releases where you can make much more than that. Sometimes you have releases where you'll make a little less than the $40 minimum. So when it comes to average profit per shoe, we'll keep it between 40 on the low end and about $100 on the high end. Now let's talk about the average amount of shoes that a reseller would get per release. Now this is based on the amount of shoes that I see resellers get in my market. So, you know, this could be different in your market, but here I'm in the Midwest in Ohio. So typically the beginner will average about 1 to 3 pairs per release. The intermediate reseller would get about 3 to 6 pairs per release. And the more advanced reseller will probably be about 7+ pairs of shoes per release. Now, if you need help securing more pairs, make sure you tune into our Sneaker School playlist. That's a playlist here on YouTube on our channel, and we'll show you how to become an advanced sneaker reseller. Let's talk about how many profitable sneaker releases take place every month. You can probably expect about 4 sneaker releases to take place each month. And that's just about 1 every weekend. I would say on average is probably 1 sneaker release that month that'll be extremely profitable, and the rest of them will fall in kind of like the average range. If it's a good month, there's probably about 2 sneaker releases that'll be really profitable in that month, and then the rest will be about average. There are some occasions where there's 4 or more sneaker releases that are 100% home runs in 1 month. The only problem that causes though is that the clientele may not want to pay high prices back to back to back in 1 month. So the last thing that we'll take a look at is the expenses associated with reselling gym shoes. Things that we'll account for in this category is things like gas, wear and tear on your car, time, and shipping materials. The beginner probably will spend about $10 per release on expenses. The intermediate is about $30 per release on expenses. And I would say the advanced person will spend about $50 per week or per release on expenses. So if I had to give a total number on what the beginner would profit starting to resell sneakers, you'll probably be between $80 and $100 per week. The intermediate would be anywhere from $200 to $500 per week. And the advanced reseller will probably be between $800 and $1,500+ per week. Now these numbers are based on going after releases that happen on weekends. There is a lot of other ways to make money selling gym shoes, and if you stay tuned to the Sneaker School playlist, we'll be teaching you a lot of those different ways and how you can get better and grow your sneaker reselling business. So make sure you like this video, that you subscribe to the channel, that you like us on social media, at Fresh Colorway on Facebook and Instagram. It's your boy Moan signing out for Fresh Colorway, and I'll catch y'all next time.